been long, but you only do it once a year. So if you say it 6 or 7 times, usually you're closer to 60 than you think. And then when somebody asks you and you said, I'm 50, you have to say, now I was born in 1940. What? I'm almost 60 years old and I think I'm still near 50. But that happens because that's something that you said. Your body know what you do. See, your body didn't back off of the pains being there because you were lying about your age. Your feet still are hurt if you stay up on them too long. If you stay in front of the dishes too long, your back start hurting a little bit. You wonder, oh, why my back hurt? When you get up in the morning and you feel some of that rheumatism and arthritis and other things starting to kick in, you're like, whoa, I got to be a little bit older than 50 now because I feel it. But as a disciple, it is not about what you say. It's about what you do. Our kids don't learn from what we say. They learn from what we do. And if you ever notice, we even get 10 times as mad when they do the things that we do because you know where that's going to lead them to. But we got to be careful in making disciples into ourselves and not into the Christ. Because then it doesn't only become what you say, it becomes what you do so that you can pass it on through your actions. My daughter, about 8 years ago, told me that she wanted me to come and mentor some young men. There's a young man right now named Jalen Bean. He is actually back in Atlanta. He went up to Nashville, Tennessee for a couple of years. I met him, he was in the 8th grade. And when I met him, we was trying to get him out. He was in the 7th grade. We were trying to get him out of middle school, literally. Just trying to get him out of middle school. We can get you into high school. Just get you in. You might be all right. He ended up getting into high school. We helped him get into high school, and the next thing you know, he did okay, but they moved to Tennessee. I didn't forget about him. We would kind of keep in contact. He would call me, he would call my wife, and they would keep in contact from time to time. But when I tell you this young man was not going to graduate from high school, he was lucky he got out of middle school. He called me 2 weeks ago and told me he had a full scholarship to go to college up in Kentucky. And one of the things he said, Mr. Burke, if you can go back to school as an old man, surely I can go to school as a young man. Now, I didn't want to take no offense to that, but I started to tell him something, but I just held that to myself. I said, hey, 50 ain't old now, 50 ain't old. But I say that because he saw something that I took pride in doing. I don't mind going and getting a little more education. Because if it don't give you more money, it gives you more information to pass on to other people. And see, there's nothing like information because, you know, when we are informed, then we become transformed. See, information brings on transformation. All we did with this young man is give him a little information. Showed him that it was possible. Showed him that though you come from the community in which you come from and everything that you have faced in your life, it is still humanly possible for you to get out and go to do something with your life. Now, we don't know the next part of the story, but all I know is I knew a young man that wasn't going to make it out of middle school, and now he has a scholarship to go to college. But I didn't try to make him into Gary Burke. I tried to make him into the best Jalen Bean he could be. I tried to make sure that he understood that there was a Jesus that actually died so that you can have an opportunity. And I allowed him to be around long enough to see that some of the things that I talked about, I did them. See, I'm one that I'm either all in or all out. I can't do this halfway. I can't do this Christian thing or this preaching thing. I just can't do it halfway. Sometimes you can start out that way, because you might not really want to do it. That sprinter, they learn how to sprint because they work at sprinting. That middle distance runner, they learn how to run those middle distances because they worked at that middle distance. And that marathon person, they didn't get out of bed one morning and decide that they was going to be a marathoner. They had to work at it. And they had to run and run and run. So you can't tell a person that you are a disciple if that doesn't show up in your life. If you are a sprinter, people should see you sprint. If you run the middle distances, people should see you running those middle distances. If you are a marathoner, people should see you running the marathon. If you are a disciple, people should see you running this Christian race. And if they can't see it, then our words are not action. They're just something on a page or something that falls out of our mouths. In order to put our words into action, all we got to do is stay the course. Endure the race. Make sure that when things are a little rough, they can see that, okay, mama going through something, daddy going through something, grandpa going through something, but I see them endure anyway. And it gives them the courage to endure. When they see you come to church and they see you go the extra mile to do the things that sometimes people don't want to do. Somebody got to clean the bathroom. Somebody got to vacuum the floor. Somebody got to do some of the things that sometimes it may not seem glorious, but at the end of the day, somebody got to do it. But when our babies see us do it, then in turn, one day, you'll have one of them to bump into you and say, you don't have to do that no more, I got it. But you just stay the course. And you give them the direction in which they are to go. And let them know you're not doing this for me, but you're doing it for your Father in heaven. So that it don't get so heavy. See, when we do things for ourselves, then we're carrying loads that we can't carry. It gets heavy when you're doing that. But when you put word into action and you allow him to be the guide, then it doesn't get so heavy. And you don't have to carry so much. Today, if I don't leave anything else with you, become the disciple you would want to see in the world. And the world will be a better place. Amen.